Robert Pattinson, Kristen Stewart, and Ashley Greene. Twilight stars dominate this year's PopSugar 100 list of vampires and werewolves, but there was a big upset at the #1 spot. PopSugar editor Lindsay and PopSugar TV's Lauren Bradshaw and Karli explain the top 10 and why Robert Pattinson didn't win. Number 10, Taylor Lautner.
Twilight stars took 6 of the top 10 spots on the list this year, with Taylor Lautner just edging in. He's hot, he's young, he's athletic, super modest, and he's the only werewolf to crack the top 10, which goes to show that fans just aren't into the wolf pack as they are those sexy vampires.
Number 9, Paul Wesley.
The Vampire Diaries is this huge hit on the CW, and fans really seem to love it, including me. So I wasn't surprised to see 3 of the stars of the show on the top 10 list this year. Paul Wesley plays the very sexy, very sensitive, and always dependable boyfriend, Stefan Salvatore.
I hated that fight.
I know, me too.
Stefan is definitely hot, but his good guy act also sometimes feels a little bit boring, so that may explain why he's further down on the list this year.
Number 8, Peter Facinelli.
So Peter Facinelli is just one of several Twilight Saga stars who landed on the list this year, but what really sets him apart from the rest of the cast is his connection to fans. Peter is constantly checking in on Twitter, posting behind-the-scenes details and videos, and the fans not only seem to appreciate it, but Peter really seems to enjoy being a part of the phenomenon.
Number 7, Nina Dobrev.
This top 10 list was definitely dominated by guys, but Nina Dobrev made it as one of the only girls on the list.
You have to admit, I am getting better at this.
I love seeing her torture the Salvatore boys and just be a total baddie, and I really think that's why she made it on this list.
Number 6, Alexander Skarsgard.
Eric Northman is easily one of the hottest vampires on TV, so it's no wonder that Alexander Skarsgard came in at number 6.
Number 5, Kristen Stewart.
Kristen has already won so many fans as Bella in the Twilight Saga. Bella and Edward have one of the most romantic storylines in movies today, and off-screen too, Kristen and Rob are a really cute couple, so they've won a lot of fans both through their characters and their real-life love.
Number 4, Kellan Lutz.
Kellan Lutz's abs could probably be credited for earning him a top 10 spot, especially since he doesn't mind showing them off when running with his dogs or shooting those sexy Calvin Klein ads. But let's give credit where credit is due. He has some of the best one-liners in all the Twilight movies.
Dating an older woman? Huh?
Number 3, Ashley Greene.
It's an amazing showing that Ashley is number 3 on the list, and the high placement could be because she's been building this reputation for having great red carpet style. Her star is definitely on the rise even outside the Twilight phenomenon, and her sweet and unassuming nature as Alice Cullen make her a fan favorite.
Number 2, Robert Pattinson.
Well, Edward Cullen is obviously one of the sexiest, most romantic vampires in movies and TV, but Rob also has a lot of other things going on besides just the Twilight Saga. He was in Water for Elephants this year, where he got to show another side of himself, and he's also got the movie Cosmopolis, which he's been shooting this summer.
And your number 1 hottest vampire or werewolf is Ian Somerhalder.
I think everyone's going to be surprised by the fact that Ian Somerhalder beat out Robert Pattinson this year. Maybe it's because there's just so many Twilight people on this list, they sort of canceled each other out and let Ian move all the way to number 1, but I guess it just goes to show you that you really shouldn't underestimate the Vampire Diaries fanatics.
So did you agree with this year's number 1? Tell us in the comments.